Yo, what is good, NFL fans? Welcome back to Touchdown Kingdom, the hub of all the latest NFL news and content. We've made it, guys. We are officially in the postseason in the NFL. Wildcard Weekend is right around the corner, and in this video, we're going to be breaking down our predictions for each game, who's going to win the spreads, and all that great stuff presented by BetUS. I just want to say, guys, thank you so much for all the support throughout the regular season. It really does mean a lot to me for all the support with the like buttons, with the subscriptions, all the comments. It means so much to the channel. Do not forget to subscribe if you're new, because we have so much off-season content coming your way all the way throughout the playoffs, leading up to free agency and the draft. So guys, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. And in this video, we're going to be breaking down each game individually, and then we're going to head over to BetUS Sportsbook and look at the spreads and predict who's going to cover the spreads and the score predictions. And man, this was a really tough video to create just because all these matchups this weekend is so close. And guys, please leave a comment down below some of your predictions, because we love to hear what you guys have to say. All the numbers have been taken from BetUS, a Touchdown Kingdom sponsor and America's favorite sportsbook. Don't forget to use my code TDKingdom today and earn a 125% deposit bonus. Make sure you check out the link in the description to get started today and use America's best sportsbook, BetUS. So now let's get right into these predictions. We're going to start off with the Las Vegas Raiders heading to Cincinnati to face the Bengals. The Bengals are the favorites in this one, but not by a whole lot. As I'm recording this video, the spread is just 5.5 points on BetUS Sportsbook, which means that it is expected to be a close-fought battle. After watching the Raiders give up 6 total fourth down conversions against the Chargers, you could understand how the Bengals are the favorites in this one, especially because of the way Joe Burrow finished off the regular season. We all witnessed what Justin Herbert and Mike Williams did to the Raiders secondary, and now they have to deal with a whole new animal with Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase. The Raiders are definitely in for a challenge, but this team has come so far in a year filled with so much turmoil within the organization. And if Max Crosby has anything to say in things, then maybe Joe Burrow won't be safe after all. But if the Bengals offense continues to play the way that they have to finish off the regular season, it will be tough to stop them at home. I think the Raiders will cover the spread, but I ultimately don't think that they have what it takes to silence this electric Cincinnati Bengals offense. We have the Cincinnati Bengals winning 30-27. Next up, we have the New England Patriots heading to Buffalo to face the Bills on Saturday night. After a very competitive season within the AFC East, the two teams from the division are set to meet in the first round of the playoffs, and it should be a good one. The Bills are the favorites by only 4 points according to BetUS. If you take a look back at the regular season battles between the two, the series was split right down the middle. Oddly enough, the Patriots beat the Bills in Buffalo, while the Bills beat the Patriots in Foxborough. The weather was the deciding factor in the first matchup. Mac Jones only threw the ball 3 times, and it was a battle of the trenches, a battle the Patriots won. We all know that the weather in Buffalo is unpredictable to say the least. So if we're dealing with more crazy weather for this game, I like the Patriots to take it. However, if the weather is not much a factor, I like the Bills to win it at home. Weather aside, the Bills are definitely the more talented team and should probably win this game. I think the deciding factor in this one is going to come down to Bill Belichick and his game planning. He's the greatest coach in NFL history and certainly has a few tricks up his sleeves for this one. The Bills have the #1 ranked pass defense in the league, so I expect to see a lot of rushing from the Patriots offense, which will make Mac Jones' job a lot easier, something the Patriots have been implementing all year long. A win for the Patriots means that they'll also cover the spread, and that's exactly what we think will happen, even though this game is such a toss-up. We have the Patriots winning 20-17. We've arrived at the first lopsided matchup of the playoffs. The defending champions are the clear favorites in this one, but the Eagles finish off 2021 on a strong note, and rookie head coach Nick Sirianni was the only first-time head coach to make the postseason. Playoff Lenny is back for the Bucs after missing the last 3 games with a hamstring injury. And this should be a huge game for Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay offense, who has been stellar all year long. They finished first in passing yards per game, second in points per game, and second in total yards per game. The Eagles defense will have to play their best football of the year in order to keep up with Tom Brady. But the Eagles defense is no slackers themselves. Philadelphia finished 9th against the run and 11th against the pass, and they definitely have the capability to make things difficult for Tom Brady and Tampa Bay. The spread is pretty high at 9.5. While I expect the Buccaneers to win this game, I wouldn't bet on them to cover. Tampa Bay only averaged 4 more points scored per game than the Eagles this year, 30 points per game from the Buccaneers, 26 per game from the Eagles. Respectively, it's highly unlikely that Tom Brady gets eliminated in the first round of the playoffs, but I do think the Eagles will make this a fun game to watch. We have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers winning 28-20. Next up, we got the San Francisco 49ers heading down to Dallas to face the Cowboys. The 49ers finished the season strong after going 4-1 in their last 5 games. Deebo Samuel has really put the league on notice this year with his incredible versatility as both a runner and a pass catcher, and even threw a touchdown pass in their final game of the season. On the other hand, the Dallas Cowboys have been playing great football all year long. Dak Prescott now holds the Cowboys' record for the most touchdowns in a single season, and he racked up close to 4,400 passing yards. Ezekiel Elliott had 1,000 yards from scrimmage, wide receiver CeeDee Lamb had over 1,000 receiving yards, rookie Micah Parsons had 13 sacks, and cornerback Trevon Diggs had 11 interceptions. Each of these players was drafted by the Cowboys, and it's safe to say that Dallas locked up their young core for the future. San Francisco has a very strong defense, so this won't be an easy task for Dak Prescott in the Cowboys offense, but I still expect him to cover the spread and take the win. Dallas has a great offensive line, very talented skill positions, and a great quarterback in Dak Prescott. And they'll be playing at home in front of 90,000 loyal fans. This will be an extremely difficult task for the 49ers that I don't think they'll be able to overcome. We have the Dallas Cowboys winning 31-21. On Sunday night, we have Big Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers heading to Kansas City to face Patrick Mahomes' Chiefs. The Chiefs are 13-point favorites in this one, and for good reason. After going 4-4 in their first 8 games of the year, everybody was questioning whether the Kansas City Chiefs were the same. Those worries were quickly put to bed when the Chiefs began to dominate once more and eventually to win 8 out of the last 9 games, finishing 12-5 on the year. Patrick Mahomes ended the season with a whopping 4,839 passing yards and 37 touchdowns. Add another fantastic season to his resume. On the flip side, the Steelers have had a year filled with ups and downs. Put it in typical Steelers fashion, they finished strong and now find themselves in the postseason. Mike Tomlin has now gone 15 straight seasons without a losing record, and he deserves his respect as one of the top coaches in the NFL. The Steelers went 4-2 in their last 6 games and have been in a lot of close battles throughout that time. Their only problem is the offense. They finished 21st in points per game this year, and the Chiefs' defense has come a long way since the beginning of the season. Ben Roethlisberger has really shown his age this year, and it's likely that his time as a Steeler is over after the postseason. The only way that I see the Steelers potentially getting the upset victory is if they win the battle of the trenches. We all know that TJ Watt is capable of doing crazy things to opposing quarterbacks. He just tied Michael Strahan's single-season sack record with 22.5, and if the Chiefs' offensive line is unable to contain him, he could make life difficult for Patrick Mahomes. But like I said, I think this is the only real way for the Steelers to win. Meanwhile, the Chiefs have so many different ways that they can beat you. I don't think the Steelers will be able to overtake the Chiefs, and I do think the Kansas City Chiefs will cover the 13-point spread. We have the Chiefs winning 31-14. We are in for a treat this weekend, as the Arizona Cardinals are set to take on the Los Angeles Rams on the first ever Wildcard Monday night. This NFC West showdown should be super fun to watch, as both of these offenses can put on a show. Cooper Kupp took over the league this season, and he finished the season as the most productive wide receiver in football. Adding Odell Beckham Jr. to the roster midway through the year didn't hurt either. Matthew Stafford threw 17 picks this year, but more importantly, he threw 41 touchdowns and just over 100 yards shy of hitting 5,000 passing yards on the year. In his first year with the team, he led the Rams to a division title and a playoff appearance. But who's right under them in the division? You guessed it, the Arizona Cardinals. They started the season red hot, winning their first 7 games before losing to the Packers. The Cardinals continued to win games, but did not finish the season as strong as they started. That being said, they will still present a huge challenge for the Rams. The Cardinals' defense has been pretty strong all year, finishing 7th in pass yards given up per game. The Rams are definitely more of a passing team, so it could be more of a challenge for Matthew Stafford than expected. This should be a close contest, and the spread thinks so as well. The Rams are the favorites by just 4 points according to BetUS. And while I like them to get the win, I like the Cardinals to cover the spread and lose by a field goal. We have the Los Angeles Rams winning 24-21. that does it for Touchdown Kingdom's NFL Wildcard Weekend Predictions. Please leave a comment down below some of your predictions for this weekend because, man, it was hard to predict these games, and I'm sure I'm not going to get all these right. So please feel free to comment down below some of your predictions. So maybe after the weekend's all wrapped up, we can go back into the comments and see who was right and who was wrong. And also, don't forget to like the video if you guys enjoyed and subscribe for more NFL content because I have so much stuff planned all the way throughout the playoffs, the offseason, heading into free agency, and the drafts. Let's enjoy the NFL Wildcard Weekend, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Have a great day. Peace.